Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing a video on pretty much how to use Blender and Model for basics. So first of all, we'll start off with a normal loading file. So we'll go over the controls, we'll go over some of the tools you use on part 2 and other stuff like that. So that's one. So pretty much what you do at the start is you would load up into a reload start file, which the start file is this. It's the start file. A will select everything. C will do your selector. Selector will help you with modeling a lot. Tab will go into your edit mode. So what happens when you're in edit mode is when you click these little dots, which are called vertices, these vertices will be able to move, and you'll be able to move stuff. Pretty much how it works. So that's just some basic controls. So if we do the middle mouse button by holding it down, we can move around the screen. If we scroll up and down, go out and in. If we do shift while scrolling, we can go up and down. If we do control while going using the scroll wheel, we can go left and right. So again, tab to go in edit mode, which lets you edit objects. Tab goes out of edit mode. Press A to select everything. X to delete things. So if let's say I want to use my selector and I will just want to select this. I just want to select this. Let's say I accidentally select all of these. What I would do to deselect, let's say I just want to delete the camera. What I would do is I would hold the middle mouse button and swipe across the item or the model you're trying to unselect pretty much. So now we have to right click to get off of the selector brush. Press X, press delete. We could do this with both. Press A and X will delete everything. Shift A will go to your add menu. Add menu will be the most thing you're using, so you can add cubes, stuff like that. Control Z will be your revert or your rewind, I guess you can call it. Shift C will put this. I call it the crosshair. So when let's say we click on it right here, that's for our crosshair right there. We would press Shift A to a mesh in our cube, and it would go to that area. Now, if we delete that, if we if we do Shift C, our crosshair will go in the middle, which means pretty much crosshair or Shift C will means pretty much center. But we do Shift A, cube, and we have a cube. Now we'll go on to the basic part of modeling, which is what do you call it? Preference stuff. I do suggest changing some of your preferences, and where is it? And here, use your preferences, and changing all the settings and doing whatever to change that. I'm not going to do that though. So what we're going to do is we want to go to our background images, which to get to this area. Wow, cool. Okay, so to do this, you'll see a bunch of little things, like little crosses. Tap on them, and it'll open up a sidebar. Tapping this one will open up your other sidebar. Go to back all the way on the bottom, you'll see background images. Add image. Go down until you do open. Find your wherever you find your images. As you see, you can see a bunch of pictures where you would use pretty much what do you call it? Use as a guide. So when you're modeling, you can copy off of those and get accurate representation of those models. So for instance, let's say we want to do this pistol silence. We'll double click on it, so double tap. Sometimes it doesn't load for me. If it would, thanks, yeah, no, okay. So there you go. Okay, sorry about that. So now do on your numpad do 5, 3. So 5 is your orthographic, meaning you can go where there's no pretty much no, I don't know what you would call it. It's just weird looking. It pretty much do 5 on your numpad and 3 to go into this little thing where you can see your picture. Now you can flip your picture by going to flip H. You can go and, so to go in wireframe mode, press Z. We're going to zoom in by doing the scroll wheel, and then we're going to do Control A to go these, see how we can go left and right. This will help a lot. Or Shift and A. We're going to move this so it's right there. Going to tab our edit mode. So now we have our lines. This is our line mode where we can change. You're going to be using this a lot. So vertices is where every line meets. You can edit this, blah blah. There's the faces mode, which lets you edit a full face. This will help also a lot. Pressing E will extrude. Extruding will also help. I'll show you that in a second. Control Z, as you can see, we're pressing Control Z and we're able to move it. Pressing A will let you move the whole thing and select the whole thing. So we'll go to the barrel real quick, or the barrel. So as you can see, we can line this up with it itself. Go into face mode, grab that face and extrude it, and get it all the way to the edge. And as you can see, we have it to the edge now. We're going to go to this side and extrude it. We're going to press R to rotate, and then move it by using these green lines. Now you can see, but again, if you're ever off-centered, by pressing Shift C, you can go back into full normal centered. Now what you want to do is you want to grab these bottom parts, see these faces, oops. Oh, and go back to it. Or by holding C, you can select these. Hold C to select them. Keep that in mind. And to take them away, hold C, or press C, sorry. By pressing C and then middle clicking or holding middle click, you can deselect stuff. To get out of the brush, right click. Now press E to extrude this down. I'm going to go to this area and we're going to extrude it. And you can see our gun's trying to kind of take shape. Now before I do anything, I'm actually going to, that's the basics. So one of the things also is loop cut. Loop cuts will actually make it so you can pretty much get better angles on your model. So for instance, we'll go over here and we'll go like this, and we'll go Control R, which is a loop cut. You can click and you select where your loop cut will be. So we can now keep in mind that it is now a vertice. We have a new vertice to move. So now we can move this vertice and we can do whatever. Oops, we can do whatever with it. We can keep doing this as many times you want to move these and put them in each position to make and fill out the gun pretty much, as you can see. Now I'm not doing it the right way because usually I start with the handle. It's easier. And no, this is not the most professional looking model. This is just the basics. For instance, we'll go to File, we'll go to Open, and we'll go to a pretty simple dagger. It only took me, I don't know, 5 minutes? Around 5 minutes. Pretty simple. I may do that. Come on, there you go. So, to pretty much model, you would want to select parts. See how we have the vertices? We have made it into a normal looking dagger with all these vertices because of this. Where is it? So you can see, we didn't put on all the little claw things, but we made the thing, and I pretty much just added it in my own way just to make it look a little different. But you can do exactly what it does to help you. I just editing it in your own way because it feels way more gratifying and better. But going back to it, you can select this by pressing tab again to get out of edit mode, and you can see this model. Now what I want to talk about is rendering. Rendering is pretty much it lets you look at your thing realistically. So what I'll do is I'll go to open. I'm gonna go and find mug. So the mug, which where the hell is it? Okay, wow, thanks. Okay, I guess that's not it. Guess I don't have it. Oh, well, for instance, you can eat the plant, but we go. Here's the original dagger. As you can see, it's pretty normal looking. It's not the most best looking model. It's pretty simple. It took me a couple minutes. It keep in mind that I put no effort into this. It's not a model you put into effort, so it's pretty simple. It's nothing crazy. It's not amazing. So yeah, but we're gonna press render, which rendering will let us look at the model in a more HD looking way. Now, if you're wondering why it's doing it multiple times, which we don't have to have it do multiple times, I don't know why it's doing that. And render, oops, here. Sorry, that render, okay, there you go. So it's gonna fold, there you go. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty much a picture and it takes picture of this. So what you guys are going to be doing is pretty much, let's say you make a mug and you want to make it look really realistic. What you would do is go to your effects. No, come on. Go to your effects. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, I'm kind of being stupid. Where is it? Let's just say there's an, you change the effect of it and you can change it so it's glossier. So you can make like a glossy mug. Which I'll probably do a video on how to make a normal mug and pretty much the basics of rendering. And you can see there's like a specular uh, thing on that from making, it's pretty much, see how there's a specular? Well, that's pretty much the same way you'd make a glossy. So I put a specular instead of glossy since I like that better. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked the video. See you guys later. If you guys want some more, tell me. It would be really cool to do more